Okay, our final topic is the contrary argument. And this is an argument that is not a contrast argument. So, contrast occurs within a particular category of topics. So let's say villains. So inside you may have different variety of villains. Right? That's why you have Dick and Perry. But if you think about Dick as a villain, and you draw an arrow and a line, and who do you place over here on the opposite side? So you have villains on one side, and then the hero on the other side. This is a contrary argument. So here, you're going to put Mr. Clutter, for instance, the American Adam figure. So contrary is not contrast because we're on polar opposites. So we are dealing with dark, and then we're dealing with light. Right? So we're dealing with Lucifer here, and on the other side we're dealing with Saint Michael. Okay? So, if we go back to thinking of some of our Jesuit topics of contraries, you might have, some people would say that the math mind is different from the literary mind, or sort of the imaginative mind. So these stand at opposite sides of the spectrum. But then inside, and this is where the contrast might come, is inside we might contrast different types of math minds. Okay, that would be contrast. The maybe geometric mind and the algebraic mind. Okay? The other maybe contrary, we have the athlete, and then we have the intellectual. So they might be considered contraries. Now, if we look at Gatsby again, in this case, settings might provide some contrary work. So we have the Wilson Garage, or we have the Valley of Ashes. And the contraries to these are either, the eggs, East-West, the Buchanan House, the Gatsby House. even, for instance, Nick's house and Gatsby's house are contraries. Okay? So they're polar extremes. Okie doke. I think that about covers the big topics. We're going to avoid a little bit of causality, or what's called consequence, because that gets a little dicey. So we'll hold off on that. Bye-bye.